Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me here at Esther 5D Energy. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for your comments. I appreciate you listening to these messages and tuning in each week. I'm going to go into channel now and see what the guides have to say today. And this vessel steps back. And as she steps aside, we step forward as the Elohim, architects of realities. And we are here to support you in creating a new earth for yourself and others around you. And there are many different perspectives of how to do this. And there is a layering, a multi-dimensional aspect of you that exists beyond your humanness, beyond what you can see here in this reality, that is very much affected by how you feel and your thoughts, by your emotional response to challenges. And all of these factors funnel in, if you could put it that way, into creating a reality for yourself. And so there is the big picture of a human collective creating a new earth reality of harmony, peace, love. That frequency of gratitude and love are so intrinsic to what humans' natural state of being is. But many of you have forgotten about that is actually a natural state of being, the path of least resistance, we will call it. When you feel it, oftentimes you don't even recognize it. It takes a moment, doesn't it, to shift gears into feeling love. And we're not just talking about romantic love. We were talking about love for humanity itself, for love for simple things like your animals that surround you, nature, perhaps the good food that you have in front of you, or the people that bring you joy in your life, you see. And many of these things can be simple yet profound and not really seen as important because many of you are really concerned about the big picture. Which way is Earth going? Which way are humans going? And we would say it is all driven by your step-by-step process of creation within yourself. And this is how you serve the collective here on the earth plane. If this was not important, you would not be continuing in human form at this time. You would be accelerating your ascension process and crossing over to the other side. You would be exiting out. And there are those that are choosing this path so they can reset and decide to come back in a different way. But for those of you that remain here, you have chosen to do that quite unconsciously, maybe. You do not know your timeline, so to speak, of when you are going to be here on the earth and when you are not. In other words, you may not know how long you're going to live here. But we say if you are existing step by step, your process matters. Your consciousness matters. How you think and feel step by step each day, the frequency you put out, the one you take in and expel out of your body matters. You see, it's creating a reality. It is creating reality as we speak here. And we are here to instruct you on how important it is that you understand and not feel guilty for creating a reality that is wonderful for yourself, that you deserve it, and that it is of benefit to everyone around you and the human collective, that you continue on in this way, that you love yourself, that you create a frequency of peace and harmony within your own body, that even if conflicts come up within you, indecision, perhaps triggerings of things happening, challenges, that's okay. That you deal with them with the best information that you have, that you do the best you can in the moment, you see. For you are learning here. And you are not meant to be perfect. In other words, there's many different ways of doing things that are okay, that are correct for you. Not just one way to be perfect, to be linear in that way that everything has to be done a certain way or it is not right. That is not the concept of your earth plane of existence. In fact, many different perspectives are correct for each and every one of you. That is what you have chosen to live out in this lifetime. And so it is going within yourself to create a reality step by step that is oftentimes challenging. It is easier, and you have been conditioned and taught to look outside of yourself for the answers, to look outside of yourself for the creation to show up that you need so that you feel valid being here as a human, so that you honor yourself only if others honor you first, you see. And this is a very common way of being in the third dimensional realm. And as you leave that realm and you are crossing here into the fifth dimensional perspective, those higher frequencies are going to show you something much different. They're going to support you in creating a reality where you know you are enough as you are, that your goals may shift during this time because they were maybe influenced by others, or perhaps an old frequency that you existed in a long time ago and you've changed. You see, allow yourself to evolve. Do not have that critical point where you're saying, I'm always changing my mind. It is time to do that. It is time to allow yourself to be different. Right. And create something step by step, and not perhaps try and focus on the outcome of it, the goal. And you may say, yes, I wish to perhaps be more abundant on many levels in many different ways. Abundance itself is lovely. And we wish to say that everyone deserves that. Abundance on all levels, everything. It's going to be different how you get there for each one of you. And you're going to have to learn to go inside of yourself and perhaps slow things down a bit within your thought process, just to allow yourself to really hear what's trying to come through, that higher self, and be open to receiving all of the love and the wisdom that the universe has to offer you. And you can say that you are open. You can tell your guides, your higher self, and you can remind yourself of this. Be open to receive this information. It is going to be coming down to you in a very big way. You see, it's already available. Tap into that stream of information, that you will be open to all of the love and the wisdom of the universe. This is going to help guide you in becoming that version of yourself that is very satisfying. And yes, you will receive confirmation from others. You will receive help from others as you live in the frequency of love, peace, and harmony within your own being. And this is going to take practice. And don't be surprised if there's times when you don't feel that way. That is all right. This is part of a process of shedding the old, allowing like the peeling of an onion, the old ways to simply dissolve, fall away as you go forward. And we are seeing each of you moving forward. And some are going very quickly and enjoying it. And some are asking to be slowed down a bit. They're ready to take a breath and take it all in. You see, they're ready to observe what's around them in the moment and say, okay, now I'm ready for the next step. Both ways are equally beneficial. And some of you experience a little of both. You will have an acceleration, perhaps during the next few months, and then perhaps January through, we would say starting into the spring, there may be a little bit of a quieting down in the month of January, a little bit of a settling down with yourself if you're accelerating right now. And for those of you that are in a bit of a holding pattern right now, the first of the year, you may experience the opposite, an acceleration. You see, it can happen in phases. And so pay attention to where you are at and love yourself just as you are. And know that we are here with you creating these realities on a higher level, for there are multidimensional aspects of yourself that are assisting the human collective every step of the way in creating that new earth that everyone is looking forward to. It needs a foundation. And each one of you that are here and becoming conscious are part of creating that foundation. You're choosing which version of earth you want to live in, you see, right here and right now. And so we celebrate the ability that you have and the freedom that you have now to be conscious of this. And we are enjoying interacting and working with each one of you. We are enjoying transmitting this frequency of balance, alignment, of harmony within your body so that you can feel, sense, perhaps see, even if your eyes are closed, colors. Can you feel frequency around you at times? Do you notice synchronicities really lining up quickly for you? Even in everyday things that you want, you may find them much faster now appearing. And this is part of the love of creation that you have, that is natural within you. And all of you are quite powerful beings. And part of you is human, but there is a big part, a multi-dimensional aspect of you that is helping you on your path here to find yourself, to love yourself as you are, and to help with creating a reality. And as we mentioned last week, even with simple acts of kindness for others, all of it is step by step, you see. All of it is going inside of yourself. And that way you are not dependent on what others are doing. And we want to give you a sense of freedom in this, that really your path isn't dependent on what others are doing. In other words, if you see others that don't appear to be creating that type of earth that you wish, it's okay. You will still get to experience the version of earth that you are creating for yourself. And you will begin to resonate and create a plane of existence with other people that feel and resonate in the frequency that you are in. So just because you see others perhaps going a different way, do not be discouraged on your personal path. And we ask you to stick to your personal path. We ask you to not criticize or judge them. They're not ready to go where you are. You see, you're laying a foundation, a path that is a high frequency zone. And there are those beings of consciousness, multidimensional beings, that agree with you in this moment. For your timing and theirs is lining up, isn't it? And as you see this manifest in your personal life, as you see this play out, it is with a sense of freedom that you should experience this and love, and allow the others to experience what they wish. For it is a time of choosing, and it is a time of personal decision. And it is a time of collaboration, of finding community on these types of stations, even if it's in the etheric. For all of you are connected. You see, those in frequency, you have a saying in your earth plane, birds of a feather flock together. And this is very true. And it is true about frequency as well. And so everything here is based on energy. And as you shift your perspective into the energy of love and peace within your own being, you see, then you automatically line up with those. You will draw them into your world. And you may not recognize it at first, but we would say give yourself enough credit that you are powerful and that you can do this by just simply focusing on what you are doing, how you are feeling about it. This is our message today for you, with much love and inspiration, sending that field of energy towards you, that you feel that alignment within your being to help you move forward on your path step by step, so that it's not overwhelming, so that you are not disappointed that the outcome is different than you thought, because you're going to change your expectation into just the frequency that you feel. And that acknowledgement within you is what really helps your higher self, helps your beingness create the energy, the field around you that draws in the experiences that you wish to have. And they will automatically line up for your highest good. This does happen automatically when you are in a high frequency of love and harmony within yourself. You see, those things do really line up for you in such a way. And like we said, you have choices. Because you perhaps turn down one thing that comes your way, there will be something else that comes that will be equally as good. You have a little bit of freedom there, movement to create a reality for yourself by your choices. And there can be more than one good choice. There can be more than one good choice for you. Just know this. You are extremely creative, extremely powerful. And we are observing this actually coming into play more and more in your level of understanding of how to use this power within yourself to make your life better. So we will leave it there with much love and appreciation for each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you, and have a good week.